quiz competition as a part of the World No Tobacco Day, organized by ODIC Rajagiri Outreach, Rajagiri College of Social Sciences, and ODIC Mother Trust, Puducherry. The theme of Anti-Tobacco Day 2021 is Commit to Quit. The COVID-19 pandemic has led to millions of tobacco users saying they really want to quit. Quit tobacco to be a winner. Let's start our session. I welcome Mr. Arun Praveen, Center in Charge cum Counselor, ODIC Mother Trust Puducherry, for the welcome address. Sir, please.
Thank you. Welcome to all. I am Arun Praveen from Outreach and Drop-in Center, Mother Trust, Puducherry. Now I welcome to Father Shinto Joseph, CMI, Assistant Director, Rajagiri College of Social Science, Kalamassery, and Mr. V. Gopal Pillai, Chairman of ODIC Mother Trust, Puducherry, Ms. Meena Kuruvila, Project Director of Rajagiri Outreach, Kalamassery, and this program resource person, Mrs. V. Chitralekha, Retired Social Service Officer, Psychiatric Social Worker, Jitmar, Puducherry, and Mr. Tony Babu, Center in Charge of ODIC, Rajagiri, Ernakulam, and Devi Priya or Dharan, Manu Emmanuel, Anita Cyril for Outreach Worker of ODIC, Rajagiri, and Miss Benson Mary, Miss Amisha, and Mr. Pragaspati, Outreach Worker of ODIC, Puducherry. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, I humbly request Father Shinto Joseph, CMI, Assistant Director, Rajagiri College of Social Sciences, for the presidential address. Father, please.
Thank you. Respected Mr. V. Gopal Pillai, Chairman, ODIC Mother Trust, Puducherry, Mrs. Meena Kuruvila, Project Director, Rajagiri Outreach, Kalamassery, Mrs. V. Chitralekha, Retired Social Service Officer and Psychiatric Social Worker, Puducherry, Mr. Arun Praveen, Center in Charge, ODIC Mother Trust, Puducherry, Mr. Tony Babu, Center in Charge, ODIC Rajagiri, Ernakulam, staff members from ODIC Mother Trust, Puducherry and ODIC Rajagiri, Ernakulam, and my dear participants. The World No Tobacco Day is observed every year on 31st May to make tobacco users aware of the opportunity to lead a healthier life. The aim of this day is to spread awareness about the dangers of using tobacco and how health problems can be tackled by doctors when one quits smoking. This year, the theme is Quit Tobacco to be a Winner. Around the world, there are several campaigns on social media where people post ideas and tips to help others quit smoking by using the hashtag #CommitToQuit. This hashtag is sure to inspire the masses and to refrain from tobacco intake. Research shows that tobacco-related illness have become a major factor contributing towards a high morbidity in developing countries. Regulating the use of tobacco should be given greater importance since the morbidity and mortality associated with it very high, and it acts as a hindrance to attaining the Millennium Development Goals. From the research, we find that most forms of tobacco consumption are higher among socially disadvantaged and low-income groups in the country. Variables such as education, sex ratio, alcohol, and pan consumption were found to be significant factors determining tobacco consumption habits of Indian households. In one way, I would say This lockdown may be a blessing and opportunity for the tobacco users. The ongoing lockdown and the non-availability of the tobacco products can be turned into an opportunity to free the tobacco addicts from the habit. On this anti-tobacco day, let's all encourage everyone to become educated, spread awareness, and create a tobacco-free generation. I take this opportunity to congratulate ODIC Mother Trust Puducherry and ODIC Rajagiri Ernakulam for organizing the national level webinar and online quiz competition to spread awareness among young generation. Congratulations and wish you all the very best. I remain. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Father. Now, I welcome Mr. V. Gopal Pillai, Chairman, ODIC Mother Trust Puducherry, for the special address. I welcome you, sir. Hello? Sir, are you there?
Sir, you are muted.
Good morning, all of you. Sir, are you able to hear this?
Yes.
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 I am Gopal Pillai, Chairman of Mother Trust. I am really very thanks to Father Shinto Joseph, RCSS, giving us a very excellent opportunity join with you, as well as ours is a Mother Trust. Mother Trust is a mind-body medicine organization for treatment, training, policy, education, research. This was started in 1996. Ours is 9 projects we are running. First one is Sadhguru Special School for Mentally Challenged, Family Counseling Center. Then Institute of Mental Health, those who are abandoned, for those we are running one home for mentally ill at Viluppuram district. First unit. Second unit in Puducherry. At present we have more than 96 mentally ill, those who are abandoned. Then we are also running child helpline. You know, in Viluppuram district we are running child helpline, as well as Bharat Mata is the IRCA, Integrated Rehabilitation Center for Addicts. I am this field more than 40 years. Then ODIC also we are running. One of the excellent friend, Chitralega. I am also thankful to her. She is more eminent. She was working in JIPMER as a eminent psychiatric social worker. They will continue this program. I am praying to God continue this project successfully. Thanking you. Thank you, madam.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I welcome Mrs. Meena Kurula, Project Director, Rajagiri College Association. I welcome Meena. Ma'am, can you check your microphone, ma'am?
It's audible?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Respected Father Shinder, our Assistant Director, Rajagiri College of Social Sciences, and Gopal Pillai, the Chairman of Mother Trust Puducherry, and today's resource person, the Psychiatric Social Worker Chitralega Madam, and Devi Priya, and our center in charge Tony Baba, Puducherry center in charge Arun, and dear participants. First of all, I would like to appreciate Mother Trust ODIC project Puducherry and our Rajagiri College of Social Sciences and Rajagiri Outreach ODIC project. See, the important thing is we know that this is an international observation of Anti-Tobacco Day, May 31st. In all level, we are observing Anti-Tobacco Day. So the importance of Anti-Tobacco Day is how we will reduce the usage of tobacco in our society. So this is the responsibility of all social workers and all participants. And we have also a responsibility to educate the community, to spread the awareness on the harmful impact of tobacco use and the intensity of this usage. And when you think about the this pandemic situation, we know that the intensity of coronavirus is very high in tobacco users. So how we will reduce the usage of tobacco in the community? So we should educate maximum. We should spread the awareness on anti-tobacco to the community people and also in the community setting. We know that all these participants are social workers or other fields of areas we are working. So you are all the ambassadors. After this session, you will become the ambassadors to spread the awareness on anti-tobacco message to the community. You have a responsibility to organize various programs at the community level to spread the message of anti-tobacco. We have a very good resource person here. So, and we are all waiting for her session. And this is our message today. This year's message is no tobacco. Commit to quit. How we will quit the tobacco and what are the practices we have to give as an advice to the users and how we will tackle that issue. Then we know that during this pandemic situation, then the tobacco use starts from very young age also. So that will affect their lungs, their physical health, that is very important, that is also affecting their intellectual capacity and also in their mental health also. So when we think about that, the usage of tobacco will affect the overall development of a human being. So it's very important to spread the awareness on anti-tobacco, and we will observe this day to spread maximum awareness at the community level. And first of all, I would like to congratulate our ODIC team of Puducherry and Rajagiri Outreach, Rajagiri College of Social Sciences. And also we are very much thankful to all the participants. And you should, after this session, you will become an ambassador and you should spread the message of anti-tobacco to the society. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I have an important message. Those who haven't completed their registration Google form, we'll be sharing the link in the chat box, so kindly do the needful. And now, I welcome Mr. A. Shivanandan, Project Director, Bharat Mata IRCA Puducherry, to introduce our resource person, Mrs. V. Chitralega. Here to you, sir.
Good morning to everyone. It's my great pleasure to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Chitralega, retired social service officer at JICMER. Ma'am has given 33 years of experience as a psychiatric counselor and social service officer in social service wing, where 19 MSW, 1 PSW are placed under her. She has trained more than 200 MSW students who came from block placement and fieldwork placement. She started de-addiction clinic in the Department of Psychiatric in 1988 with 5 OPDs. Later, nearly 50 to 60 OPDs patients attend the de-addiction clinic, which was running successfully on every Saturday. Welcome, ma'am. Please give your valuable talk to present on this quiz program, Don't Know Tobacco Day. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Ma'am, can you please unmute your phone?
Yeah.
Yes,
Good
thank you.
morning, everybody. I'm happy to see you all. And a special good morning to Father Chintu Joseph, Mr. B. Gopal Pillai, Ms. Meena Gurvilla, and of course my colleagues of Arun Praveen and Tony Babu. So it's a great pleasure for me to present for you all. And being in this field for 33 years, I hope that you'll all enjoy my class. And so I'm just going for this topic. Today, actually, this is the 31st day, no tobacco day. And I've been practicing almost when I was in Jipma for 33 years. And every year, we used to do each year we used to do different practice. Like one year we went and collected all the signatures from all the departments, from director to the lowest person, and then one thing we have given started out. We have distributed pamphlets to most of the shops nearby, especially near the schools, not to sell all these products. And of course, it was really an enjoyable time when I was there in Gujarat. And I used to bring the students to make them understand that this is very important. And many of them are benefited by this, and even the patients who are on under treatment from me were also benefited. I can say statistics about say that with 100% of my patients, nearly 30% of them were totally recovered, and about 40% were relapses were there, but they were maintaining. Most of them were having many abstinence, either of smoking or of drinking or drug addict, taking drugs, and only 20% were mostly died. So now I'm just going to my topic. Okay. I think Praveen can just put my slides here so that I can keep it back. Praveen, please. Hello.
One minute, 1 minute.
Please share my slides. So I'm starting with tobacco cessation. And my dear students, I hope that it will be very useful to you all. And I just want to say that the earlier time, actually the 31st of May was not the day. It was on 7th April 1988. According to World Health Assembly, it was started. Now it is been as World Health Organization. And later it was marked. Next slide. Please, next slide. Hello. And later it was today's date, actually 31st of May. And today is World No Tobacco Day. So tobacco is there, you can say that it is in various forms. So actually it is really what is at present date, even when there is coronavirus being predominant in this now present situation, the people who are not able to understand this tobacco, what are harmful for tobacco and cigarette smoking, and especially alcohol intake. Praveen, please take put us out. Next slide, please. Yeah. So today is being observed as World No Tobacco Day. Start clicking the next slide, please. So the motto is don't let your dream go up into smoke. So this is the main thing actually. Whenever we were in, whenever I started, I actually already introduced, I started my de-addiction center in 1988 in Jismar. The patient of 5 patients I was there. And I didn't lose hope saying that only 5 patients were there. But anyway, I started, and of course, among 200 patients per year who was coming, most nearly 15 to 20 were smokers, and especially they were smokers not only for one cigarette or two cigarettes, they were smoking for more than 10 packets of cigarettes per day. So it was really a frightful thing when I was that time I used to, well, I was not aware of that much that they will smoke so much. But when they came for the clinic, I started slowly giving them counseling and made them to see that they have put tobacco. And of course, they have done it. Next slide, please. So, so they will start choose life and not tobacco. This is the motto I felt, and when I gave them life, many of them have benefited from it, and of course, really, days I enjoyed this much, but really, it's remarkable, and I felt that I had done my duty very sincerely. Next slide.
Ma'am, I'm sorry to interrupt. And can you make it some louder because like you're not audible. Can you please make some more?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am.
Now you can hear me? Hello? Can you hear me now, please? Very
Yes,
clear?
yes, yes, yes. I can hear you.
Yeah. So I'm just introducing. Actually, there are 2,200 more than that. Tobacco users have been there is a state use of tobacco. More than 2,200 people approximately in India die every day. This is every day, not one month or 1 year. It is every day they die because of this use. It is not being shown to everybody. If you receive this 2,200 is not a very less number. Okay. And it has been described as the single most important preventable cause of mortality and morbidity globally. So why this it has become a public issue because earlier it was practiced as an it is like a custom that cigarette smoking or alcohol intake. It was like a custom. They never used to take in abundance. They used to smoke one or two, and then because of their tiredness or because of their body age, then the people used to go for a village. They go for this. They go into the fields, and because of hard work, they take very little amount of alcohol or just make a puff, or maybe during mornings they take a puff of cigarette maybe because of their washroom habits. But now it has become a great addiction, so it has become a great public issue. Next slide, please. Yeah. So this tobacco has become the changes human behaviors. It is being considered because either it is necessary for the maintenance of life. This tobacco use is not it is not necessary for the maintenance of life, nor for the satisfaction of social, cultural or spiritual needs. But sometimes this why just going for the spiritual or cultural needs is that there's a habit in our Indian culture. I don't know whether it is practiced elsewhere. Then they say that when they worship a deity for INR, they put this surtu, that is called, if it is contained of tobacco, they have to put praise him for the worship because that deity always smokes and drinks. So they give one quarter bottle of alcohol and one tobacco cigarette so that they will pray for him. So that has become a habit for the people who is worship. So they started consuming this alcohol and they started taking this tobacco smoking, which first became a cultural thing and then regularly became a habit and then they became addicted to it. So whenever I see patients they coming, they will be really relapsed. I'm sorry, really abstinent. They never taken for alcohol for long period. But once when this is like during the Pongal time or this Diwali time, they have to worship this. So they start again. So that has become really a problem. So by the time they are finishing nearly 6 months of abstinence, and when they start restarting, again they will go in for this habit at least for more than 2 to 3 months. So this has become a really problem. So we have to be very patient in dealing with them and say that they should not practice this. So that is been there. And of course, This tobacco is the commonest substance of use in India, and it is legally and socially sanctioned. And so we can see in various forms like smoking, chewing, applying to gums, and sucking and gargling. So there are lots of items regarding in this thing. People, even females, they start chewing tobacco among it with the betel nut. They take the betel as well as the nut, and with that they take a small piece of tobacco and start chewing. Because when they go for the field, it gives them a kick, like it boosts them. So they start doing it. Next slide, please. Yes. This is the, we can see this is the tobacco product. Next one. Again, you can see the cigarette smoking as well as the see how they keep them, these things in between the gums. Pan parak, all these things, they can use this, it gives really a kick. So these are the habits, how they taking this tobacco product. Okay. Next. So you can see the products. Of course, it is, you can see whenever you go to a shop, there is a small petty shops, you see these colorful items hanging. So what we did in Jipper is that because of this hospital and wherever the schools were there, actually it was really a pathetic to see that even a small child of studying in 4th standard and 3rd standard got this practice when we went and explored into this field work. And so we had to give the shopkeepers a warning saying that they're not supposed to sell this product. There's one product called, one product in Puducherry is called cheese or something like, So they, what they put, which is a small cigarette type, where even the fourth standard and third standard people are addicted to it. Next. These are some of the smoked tobacco. Like you can see BD. See, we only know BD, cigarette, etc. But there are some other items like chilium, sulta, cigarettes, dumpy, hookah, hookly, and next one. So all these, earlier you can see this Indian style, they are started smoking with their long pipe and they start having this puff and all. So earlier it was not that much of problematic thing was. But now because people are more prone to it and hence they become addicted to it. Yeah, these are the smokeless tobacco products. So you can see this Manichan, then this country. See all these, they are already available, but it is given that it is very harmful to them. But in spite of that, people are prone for addiction. Why this is because either it is easily available in the shops and or in the market, or manufacturers are more. Next product. Next. Yeah. So now cigarette is one of the main common both in terms of prevalence and health consequences. So we are easily available, cigarettes are easily available and they are not much cost. So we are prone to it. And nowadays very costly cigarettes are also available where people go in for it even in spite of spending more money. Yes? Yeah. Agreed. So this is a common, even as low farmers, you can see it is a packet of 25 and it's the cost is very slow, very low. And they start smoking even, they even finish up this 25 BDs per day, which is so common and it is very easily available also. And these are mostly taken by the low economic sources. Of course, we have to know what the tobacco contains. It contains nicotine, which is a very important ingredient, and this is the nicotine is the reason for that addiction. Where when we take in cigarette form or in alcohol form, this is actually it gives a kick, and you feel pleasurable when you take a puff or when you take a gulp of alcohol or when you take what is it addict related drugs. So it is not pleasurable that people are prone for addiction. Factors influencing tobacco use are peer groups. Of course, without peer groups, they are not going for this next stage like in adult or in early old age. So It starts in the peer group only, definitely. After when during the adolescent period, people are more going in for what? Actually, everybody knows that they're going for either for the initiative, find out how it is, how is the pop. So even though it creates a lot of problem to it, they're going for it. Then later they feel that it is really a kick for them, so they start doing it. Of course, parental influence. What they do is the parents, they don't mind smoking in front of the children, which indirectly harm the children, and that will start the practice. Actually, when I was there in my group visit, actually one 9 years boy came to the practice of alcohol intake for more than he used to consume more than 500 ml to 1000 ml. You just won't believe at the age of 9 years because of his father, he's a big shot. He was in a Hira, he was a very good post in one of the government office. So he never used to bother when he was this boy was the only son to them. So he never used to bother whether the son was having this practice or not. But he used to earn money, and even his wife also went for money. Both of them are workers. So they never bothered for the child. They never took care for the child. And what happened was he landed in at the age of 9 years with severe addiction of alcohol as well as smoking. So this because of easily available of money. Money was there, parents didn't have any care for their child, and then this is one of the parental influences. Of course, social integration. Social integration is what? In the society, we are all more, we can see so many things are there. If a person smokes, then there are so many things. Celebrities also make them prone for these students or whatever, they youngsters to make them smoke. So one concept is that weight loss. By smoking, they feel that the way they can maintain the weight and they cannot put on weight. But another thing is that to beat the stress. Stress factors, they feel that no, immediately, suppose if a person has lots of money and they feel that by smoking or drinking, they feel that they forget the situation. But they don't feel that they are coming back to the same situation with a higher problem. That is the main thing. Next thing, same thing I'm telling about peer pressure. In the next slide, I'm just elaborating it. Next, please. Actually, see what happens, and just briefing into what is it. See, actually, whenever we question any person comes with a problem of smoking or taking alcohol, we usually start in this adolescent age. We say that at the age of 14, 15, 16, I'm starting. Sometimes they may stop it with the age of the rich age 30. But most of them continue and they become addicts either in the 20s, 25 and later on. Sometimes even they become more addicted after marriage or after 30 years and then they're prone for landing into their, ending themselves. It so happened that, the one, I just want to mention an example. A 32 years boy, a man who was unmarried, he came to me. That was my first experience in exposure in Jitma, where I couldn't even forget today. He came and said that he was working at the electricity department, and then he started drinking at the age of 13 years. Like I used to already mention that boy who was for 9 years. He won't believe that that boy who started the age at the age of 9 years had stopped his total drinking and smoking immediately when he came here to his birth. When he came here at the age of 19 years, and within 1 year, totally stopped drinking. But the other person whom I'm saying is, sorry, please, previous slide only. The other, put the previous slide, please. The other person who am I telling is 32 years. He started drinking and smoking, and finally, what happened is that at the age of 32, he died. And before dying, he was asking me, Madam, today I will quit smoking and drinking, but can you save my life? It was a practical situation where he couldn't do anything. The doctor already predicted that in 30 years, 3 hours he will die. And so he died with the saying that Madam, had you, I listened to you, I would have been right. So this was the pathetic dialogue he told me before he died. Madam, I could have listened to you. So I could have quit my smoking, I could have quitted my drinking habit. So, see, this is a situation where when you are giving them advices or giving them the keynote to stop, they are not listening. So predictive factors of youth smoking. Actually, these peer groups, even they feel that they are independent. If they start smoking, they feel that they are independent. They feel that they can do everything individually. And moreover, the celebrity thing is actors. They start seeing them and start smoking. This is I seen in my previous slide. This slide, predictive factors of youth smoking onset. Here, of course, the factors are socio-demographic, interpersonal, environmental, and behavior. Not only that, see, they are seeing the low social, as father told me in the speech. Yes, of course, this low socio-economic classes, they are more prominent and they don't bother. They don't know what is actually giving the adverse reaction of this smoking. They start just smoking because it is easily seen by smoking by all, and so actually they are not being given advice regarding it. After interpersonal relationship, there's a lot of fight, and to elevate this, to get a relief from this, they start having this habit. Of course, the environmental also plays an important part. Exposures, then access to cigarettes, the sibling use, even among the siblings also, when they start becoming friends. You won't believe that the persons who are more exposed to smoking, they become totally friends. And they just deny when the parents are being, they are caught with the parents. Behavioral problems also is seen. And because of behavioral problems, a lot of other psychotic symptoms are also being seen. Because when they stop, they react, they become irritability, they become aggressive. So when we let to find out that they are being prone to this habit. So initially they are not being seen actually, and we can see the signs when there is money is being gone, or when there is a lot of disruptions in the within. We may be alone, we will be drifting away from that place. Then if we see mostly spending this time in the bathroom, smoking, all these things are the signs of early signs to be noticed by the parents. Okay, next slide. Next slide, please. Okay. So social and emotional effects of smoking. Definitely, it costs money. So if the money is being wasted for it, and even illegal ramification is being there. So now there's a law saying that we should not smoke in public places. So indoor smoking can also cause problems. And this because of this smoking, the other friendships also suffer. Parents, knowing this habit they are taking smoking, parents also suffer. And of course, it is difficulty in smoking because it causes health problems. Definitely, it is not very easy that only the health problems, even social problems are there. And mostly this it comes to the patient. Actually, the patients are more sufferers than the others. And of course, the family members. Sometimes the family members, they don't feel, especially in the hierarchy people, they are not, they don't come forward to get this treatment because they feel shy, maybe because of stigma. Maybe they don't want to explore that the child is being addicted to this drugs or cigarette smoking or alcohol. So later on, when they find that it is in a difficult situation, they come for treatment. Okay, please. Yeah. Harmful effects of tobacco use. Everybody knows that it's harmful at all. Yet even in the, you can see whenever you see a movie, they put initially this use. Then I noticed in several times whenever this is being displayed, this is there, everybody. I mean, say that, one fellow says, I died because I didn't listen, I'm dying now. And all these are advertisements. In spite of that, whenever there's a picture running also, in a corner they say cigarette smoking is harmful. Everybody knows it, but still the practice is there. And of course, we try to motivate all of them not to smoke. So the risk factors are there are a lot of cancer, the neck is affected, lungs are affected, almost all the parts of the body are being affected. Especially there are two things to be remembered is that it causes impotence as well as it causes infertility among the men. Even the women now in India, the smokers have been increased because earlier it was not that much. But in villages we used to find that they used to smoke either for their morning habits or they want just have a puff in the evening. That's all. But now it has become a regular habit even in the villages among the women. Next slide. Course, the most thing is our praise. Our praise. So when you see, smile is always a very good sign of being happy. But see, when we smile and we can easily snuff and chewing tobacco leads to mouth sores and oral cancer. It is easily identified. You can see that there will be a nicotine mark in the lips, like that it becomes in white in color, and there will be some stains in the teeth. And therefore, no, when you easily people easily can identify. Even they say, I know I'm smoking herbal cigarette, which doesn't cause much harmful to the body, but that also makes a it creates a harmful thing for the face or the mouth. So which you can see by seeing their face, you can know that they are being addicted. Okay, this can be removed. Harmful effects of tobacco use. So you can see that there are 16 cancers caused by smoking. Of course, all the parts of the body getting already I have already explained to you. Next slide please. So this is also adverse reaction of tobacco smoking. So you can go into it and there's each and every part. You can see that. See actually, you know, when I can just quote one example for this. Our person from Bangalore, he was 22 years. He got married at the age of 19 years and he got a daughter of 2 years old. He was not aware that he was going in for his last everything, last stage. He came to us and he was actually taking alcohol as well as tobacco smoking as well as drugs. So all three was within him, but he didn't know that his last stage was at the age of 32 years. So what happened is that when he came, he talked, he was very, very motivated. He used to come from Bangalore every month. I took all of us there and we really appreciated him. But when he was in the last stage, when he came at the age of 22, while he was swimming, he had found that he was suffering from a cancer and he was not, his days were counted and he died at the age of 20. So we cannot say from there that which part of the part of the body is being affected by smoking or drinking or the thing. So he has become the father of a child, but he died at the age of 22. So very pathetic. I've seen so many cases, you know. But here they were, even then when they were demotivated also, we used to call them unmotivated. One of the patients was coming by chair. See, the watermelon used to catch him when they call him, take him to the clinic by carrying him on the chair. Later on, he was very well and he was very motivated. And you won't believe, he's still working in France in a very good position. So, people are also their motivations are there. So, try to we as a social workers, we have to give them motivations from it. Next. Okay. The nicotine withdrawal, just like alcohol withdrawal or any drug of course, nicotine withdrawal also has first few days of abstinence, they become irritability, they see the anxiety is there, and concentration is there, and it's very difficult, they have decreased concentration, they become restlessness, they don't know what to do. Severe headache is there, the heart is slowing of heart rate is there. One thing is that to compensate this withdrawal, they start eating more and they put on more weight during after 6 months of their abstinence of their recovery. So these are the important withdrawals. Sometimes the patients are prone for psychotic people say they go in for this hallucination, delusion ideas. Then they have actually they become more prone for suicidal tendencies. Next slide, please. Same thing. Common symptoms of nicotine withdrawal. You can see so many things are there. So we have been exposed to all these things. We can see that nicotine cravings are there. Yeah, definitely. But one thing is that though you may have cravings, you try to make them to quit tobacco. Then depression goes in for it, and anxiety, and they become restlessness. All these have already explained to you. Next slide, please. Yeah. So this is a very specific thing is that the smokers, not only the smokers suffer, even the passive smoking. Like whenever a smoker smokes, the person around them also has highly been affected. So you can say that 41% of male and 39% of female in India are exposed to second-hand smoking at home. Even father smokes, the whole area feels filled with smoke, and even when a child inhales, definitely he's also being prone for any whatever all these effects of what tobacco smoking. 35% of adults in India consumes tobacco in some form. These are the latest statistics, and 32 million males. Now it has been increased to 40%, and 25% of female persons are being exposed to second and smoking at work. Tobacco kills more than 1.3 million people in Southeast Asia every year. This includes those who never smoke. So, those who have not smoked also have been smoked for this stage. 33% of men in WHO Southeast Asia region are also tobacco smokers. So see, it's not that it is those persons who are smoking. Even I've got so many patients. Even a child develops bronchial asthma, or she has not even because of this father's heavy smoking. She was unable to talk properly, and she was not able to cope up with her studies. Next. So now the treatment part of tobacco use and dependence. Of course, treatment is very difficult. It is not that easy. Once they come into the clinic, we have to find out that we'll just stop it. It's not like that. We have to give them multiple chances. The one main thing of the social workers is that we should not get frustrated by seeing the patient going in for relapse and all. So first thing is that the social worker should be very patient. That they have to see to that that the patient is really getting the treatment. Next slide, please. So behavioral management. So this technique which we are using is really good. There are 5A approach. Like we have to ask them, we have to advise them, we have to assess them, we have to assist them and arrange. Next slide, please. By asking them what stage they are. Next slide, please. Yeah. Identify whether they have any marks and ask them how much they are taking. Check the oral side of the tobacco use, whether they have it pain, whether their breathing is very bad. Sometimes, when they come near us, we feel that it is they have a bad breath, so which we cannot tolerate also. But when they come to us, we should not show that we should not discourage them, and it is like this. And also, we can say that they also have changed. They have some colorization of the teeth and all. So ask them and find out what they are having. This is whether they really want to quit smoking or not. Next. So advice, we have to give advice. See, we are not smokers, so we can only give advice to them. So many of the patients will ask, many alcohol patients will ask, Madam, you are drinking. Let's say you are giving us class, we are taking class. Of course, I say no, I'm not a drinker. Then how can you know the real consequence of drinking? What is the problem and all? Suppose you are drunk, you have taken alcohol, then only you all these difficulties. But I always say that only I'm an advisor. So the clear, I may be very clear and say that I'm only advising you, and we should be very strong in giving the advice. And we cannot go to say that, okay, you are not listening, then you cannot just leave the class. It's not like that. I always say that you have to give advice, give advice, we are only advisors, and we are not giving, we don't consume, like I am actually, I never consumed alcohol, I never smoked. But the patients, they are very inquisitive, they are all asked, suppose how will you know the difficulties we are facing, you are asking us to stop, but how it is possible, madam? So for that, the patient is ready to take, you move to the assist step. Next step, if the patient is not giving, you start giving them increased motivation. Motivate them. Say that what are the positive points in quitting uh, the problem, in quitting the tobacco. Next, next. So this is the assistant. This is the where we have to increase the methods and skills for the participants. Of course, in my group, I used to have a psychodrama. I make the person who has quit for more than 1 year. I ask him to talk to the other patients who are newly been admitted. Then I make them make a psychodrama by the students of the social work students or by nursing students. So you won't believe that just have a real impact for them. They say that sometimes even the patients cry by seeing the drama or whatever it is, because when they see it is when the person dies in that ship, definitely these people all are again moved to it, and they say that really it was a nice exposure of saying that it's a direct material support, social support for them. So they're really moved by this psychodrama and skip played by the students of this class. So like that, we have to participate in this and really my group sessions usually go for 3 to 4 hours on Saturdays. I start by 9 o'clock and I end by 1:30 or so. So all this being included every Saturday. It's not that one Saturday, every Saturday. That is what intensive motivation is needed. Provide and arrange social support as a part of treatment, I always say, and provide self-help tobacco sessions. So, materials also being distributed to them, saying that these are the things. It is not only by paper. It's also by a small picture of a small videos where I can even provide to them so that they can take it home and see it. Next, arrange them. Suppose many of them have lost their job, so they won't find the same job next time. So they can make an arrangement and make a follow-up, regular follow-up, and see to that the person is being placed somewhere to work for job so that he can support the family and even encourage the patients and the family together. And then that's what done that we are there to help them in whatever situation, whenever they have any problem. If they are ready to, we should be ready to help them. So actually, one patient came running in the morning to my OPD and said that I want to die. And that alcoholic patient's wife. He was not only alcoholic, he was having multiple drug addiction also, as well as tobacco addiction, smoking also. He never used to go for work. He used to take the tiffin box which was packed with our wife, early leave the house early in the morning, go to one big botanical garden which is there in Puducherry, happily have his stuff, whatever drugs he takes, takes to lunch, then returns in the evening, and say that he has gone for work. One final day, the wife came to know that he didn't go for work, so he came landing in OPD. Second to OPD saying that he was died. She says that, madam, you are given treatment to my husband, and he's still under this influence, so I want to die. This was my situation where I couldn't go escape for work. In that time, I had given a, I was very patient to her. I said, you sit beside me the whole day. I made her to sit the whole day. And evening the patient came and then said that he was searching for his wife. Then I told, this was the situation. He promised that he won't drink. But I was not against it. I didn't believe it. But that promise made him to turn his family into a very good situation. From that day onwards, he won't believe because his wife was in a pathetic situation. Made husband to realize that he had to fix his habits. So that the next day onwards, he took a regular treatment of 1 month of admission in the different hospital, and from henceforth, he didn't drink. Even till today, I'm having a follow-up by contacting by phone. So see, that is a regular follow-up. It's not that we can say, oh, he's an alcohol, he wants to use restaurant or not. A regular follow-up is always makes them to be quick. These are the initial initiatives methods by used by the social workers. Next slide, please. For pharmacology also, they see more than we play as a social worker, we play more initiative part in this quitting of tobacco. I'm proud to say that I've done my services very sincerely, and most of my patients are still on my follow-up till today also. Even I'm retired. That's why when my friend Naveen offered this solution, I was really willing to take this class because I'm always for it, and I like my de-addiction classes. So, so apart from this pharmacology therapy, our therapy is most counseling the most important thing, and we as a social actually praying this. Even the doctors depend on us. They say that medication is not, it's a secondary part. The motivation and what we give counseling to these patients always plays a really important role to quit tobacco. So nicotine play replacement therapy is there. Medication that limits nicotine therapy effects. So what we did earlier, when in 88, 90s and all, they were when smoking, quitting off the smoking methods. So what we do is, there was one petty shop in Puducherry. They used to sell Nirosha by name the small cigarette. These patients have to get the Nirosha of 10 cigarettes. Only that much of 10 cigarettes only has to be given to each patient. So we give a prescription to the shop wala and ask to get this 10 Nirosha cigarette. So it was made by the shop wala. So actually that was which gives adverse reaction for the smoking. So they bring this and we advise them. Suppose the smoker is smoking 10 cigarettes per day. So we ask them to smoke 1 cigarette of Nirosha and 9 cigarettes of the normal cigarette. So the second day, this increases and this decreases, right? It goes in 2 and this is going for 8 cigarettes. The third day is 3 cigarettes of Nirosha and 7 cigarettes of normal. So finally, it comes for black. Just then the smoker who wants to smoke cigarette stops smoking because of the adverse reaction of the Nirosha. But we didn't know what was in that cigarette pack, what was the content on it, which made them adverse. But later on, that was being stopped actually, and now we started having this chewing gum. It is 40 rupees for one packet. We give it freely in different, make the person to chew this gum before they have this nicotine craving. So that has been really effective. We gave them 30 cigarette chewing gum. So that whenever the patient is like smoking, they put in immediately. The cigarette can be maybe parted into 4. They can divide it into 4 and take a small piece. So that becomes an adverse reaction of stopping smoking habits. Of course, for alcohol, everybody knows that disulfiram is the best tablet. Then we administer every day 1 tablet, and they tell them the adverse reaction of this, what to say, this disulfiram. And if you start taking this alcohol after consuming, taking disulfiram, they run in a very pathetic situation, like they have increased heart beat, then they have puffiness of face, redness of eyes, sometimes death may occur. So we take all the precautions and for giving in medical medicine. And regular follow-up also should be there. Nasal spray and nicotine inhaler also we are not admitted. But anyway, this plays a secondary role rather than giving a counseling. Medication that makes intake aggressive. Next, thank you. First, now I already told you, motivation. This is our part. We have to motivate them. We have to find out whether they really want to quit. Then give them rewards. Of course, when patients, when we give rewards, I usually ask them after 1 year of quitting, I ask them to bring some sweets or whatever it is, or from themselves. We also give reward, but I also make the patients also to bring some supply, whatever they find. You won't believe one the patient was in the bakery. He used to spend 10,000 per day of drinking and smoking. After 1 year of quitting, he bought a big cake for all different faculty department staff. It was really enjoyable. So a reward for them as well as a reward for us also. I gave them 2 days also. It was really effective. And the reward of quitting is one of the best methods for asking them to quit. We can make them to this, earlier they say, 1 star, 2 star. It's not like that. So we tell them what is the reward. And also ask them, when they start quitting it, what are the benefits they got it. Some say that they got lot of materials which was not there in their house, like fridge, small things like gas, whatever they wanted, a mixie, it was not there earlier. They have got this by stopping. So encourage them in that way so that they can see. They say even I bought jewels also. You won't believe. I one day we used to take around 30 to 40 rupees. That he had deposited in a daily banking system which came to him. So, you won't believe one day when I was taking class, he poured all the money in front of me and said, this money is for you, madam, please take it. Because you only gave me advice that I stopped. Because of you only I stopped. And I said, I gave only advice. But the motivation came from your side. So you are motivated and you stopped. So all the money belongs to you. So the reward for it. So you won't believe how much it was. And just please, I can just tell, it was nearly around 37,000 and some changes were there. So he had brought lot of jewels for his wife, and at time it was very cheap. So he bought lot of things, a bangle for his wife and a bangle for his daughter-in-law. So see the benefits of quitting either of alcohol or smoking or drugs. So, but our social workers should really be motivated in giving them. See, we should not lose our frustrations. So every time when they come, they say, to be very frank, they all the patients who come on Saturdays for group. They say that, madam, when the Friday comes, we take the cases and keep it on the table so that it should not forget to come on Saturday. This was the routine talk of the patients who came to get treatment. And so we also tell them, suppose you are having the craze, put a interest, like we say, put a compound wall within your house thinking and say that you should not go in for it. So repetitions of talking to them also makes them enhance them for quitting alcohol. Next slide, please. Okay, beneficial effects. So when you stop it, within 20 minutes you can tell them your heart rate and blood pressure drops. Then 12 hours, within 12 hours, the carbon monoxide level in your blood drops to normal. And within 2 to 12 weeks, circulation improves and your lung function also improves. See, these are the benefits, definitely. And 1 to 9 months, coughing and shortness of breath decreases. 1 year, your risk of coronary heart disease is about half that of the smokers when you are in the habit. In 5 years, your stroke risk is reduced to that of a non-smoker 5 to 15 years after quitting. Next slide, please. Next. 10 years, the risk of lung cancer falls to about half that of a smoker, and your risk of cancer of the mouth, throat, esophagus, bladder, cervix, and pancreas decreases. 15 years, the risk of coronary heart disease is that of a non-smoker. So benefit in comparison with those who continue. So it continues. So 30 years gain almost 10 years of life is gone. About 49 years of life expectancy is gone. And about 50 years gain of 6 years of life expectancy is gone. And about 50 gain of 3 years of expectancy is gone. So in this way, I just want to mention one patient of 67 years old came to me and said, I want to quit alcohol. Everybody started laughing in the group. And I actually didn't know what to do with this boy because he was very old. He was very not. But he said, I want to quit cigarette, a beer smoker. He was a old. One day he used to smoke 3 to 4 packets of cigarettes per day, and he was an alcohol addict. And he wanted to quit. And then, so that brought me, okay, I said, okay, I will find out what is the exact problem. Then when I started talking to him, he said he really wants to do it because his children often used to, irritate him by saying that he was useless when he was in younger days. He has not spent money on them. Was not responsible for the bring up the family and all. So that made him to stop his quitting at this age. Anyway, with my full support, he was totally he was away from these habits. And his son used to already bring him every day. His son was around 45 years. Then he was building a house. So this person was very useful to him because when he was hire a watchman, he had to spend money for that. So his father said that I will become a watchman to your construction of your house. So he became a watchman, and the son paid him 1,500 and towards the end, the son was saying that my father was very responsible after 67 years, and you won't believe he died at the age of 85. So, see, even at the last stage also he was able to do something useful for his son, and he was responsible. So the son came and told me that his father had died, and he was really useful for the past, in his last years of coming here and taking treatment. I'm really thankful to you. So it is not that to me. It was the BADC team which started in Bismarck, and I was a social worker. So all social workers try to motivate a patient, even irrespective of the age. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Motivation, same thing, assistance, go at the individual level, go at the interpersonal level, organization. If you have, if you don't know any organization, if you have a chance of giving them a job, please do it, even at the community level and even at the environment level. Yeah, as Ali Madam told, this police this year's thing is which tobacco to be winner. Deal for this year. Next, thank you. Quitters are winners, definitely. I've already told you so many stories. Definitely those who quit are the winners. And you won't believe their family reunion is really very joyful to see. And I have witnessed so many people, so many patients, family, who are very happy and had a pleasant life. So thank you very much to all my viewers. I hope that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much for the informative section.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation too. Now, I invite Tony Babu, Central International Counselor, for delivering the vote of thanks.
If you have any doubts, please can you just put the question and later on I answer for it. And I think the quiz competition is going on. So all the best for all the students.
Hello. Tony.
Hello.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, audible. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Good morning, everyone. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver this vote of thanks to each and everyone who has spent their valuable time for participating in this seminar, mutually conducted by ODIC Puducherry and ODIC Ernakulam. So, first of all, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Mrs. Chitralekha ma'am for the very informative session regarding the smoking and its harmful effects. Then the most supportive management members of our ODIC Rajagiri and also the ODIC Puducherry Mother Trust. That is Father Shindo Joseph, Miss Meena Kurula ma'am, and Mr. Gopal Pillai sir. So thank you for your support, sir. Then next I would like to thank my friend and center in charge of ODIC Puducherry, Mr. Arun, who coordinated the seminar much efficiently. And thanks to all my colleagues, Devi, Manu, Anita, and Team Puducherry for your day and night efforts to make this event happen. Last but not least, my heartfelt thanks to all those participants who attended the webinar and quiz competition and made this event great success. We would also love to organize similar programs in future. I wish the same support from your end. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now it's the end of our webinar. And now I hand over the session to Anita Cyril for conducting online quiz competition, and she'll guide you with the instructions. Thank you all. Stay connected. Anita.
Hello.
Yeah. Welcome, Anita.
Yes, audible.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anita. Sorry that I cannot turn on the video because of some network issue. I'm one of the staff of ODIC Ernakulam, and now I will share the guidelines for the online quiz competition. So the questions are from the general knowledge about tobacco and its side effects. There will be 20 multiple choice questions, and each question carries 1 mark, and there will be no negative marking for wrong answers. You can attend the quiz only once, and the time duration for the quiz is 10 minutes. You have to attend the quiz within the 30 minutes after the link to attend the quiz shared to the group, and the answer submitted after this 30 minutes will not be considered for the final evaluation. Now I will share how to attend the quiz. So enter into the link that will be shared to the group. Fill the details such as name, email, and phone number. And the time will start when you enter into the question page, and the time will be displayed on the top of the screen. After attending the questions, click the submit button, and your score will be displayed in the next page, including the correct numbers, wrong, and the skipped ones. So that's all about the online quiz competition. And for those who are not in that WhatsApp group, I will share the link to attend the quiz to the chat box now. You can copy the link to clipboard or anything so that you can participate after this section. Okay, I have shared the link to the chat box. And those who are in the WhatsApp group, no need to copy this link. I will share the link to the WhatsApp group just after this section. So, best wishes all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Anita. Now it's time to wind up our session. So kindly share kindly click the link and do your quiz competition. And all the very best. And thank you everyone for the participation. Thank you.
Thank you.